The NBA trade deadline is always a wild ride. It's a time when teams across the league are making last-minute decisions that could make or break their season. The pressure is palpable, and the stakes are incredibly high. Every move is scrutinized, every rumor is dissected, and every player is on edge, wondering if they'll be packing their bags and heading to a new city. This year is no different. Teams are scrambling, players are on edge, coaches and general managers are burning the midnight oil, trying to find that perfect trade that will push their team over the top. The atmosphere is electric, filled with anticipation and anxiety. It's a chess game where every piece matters, and one wrong move can spell disaster. The rumor mill is working overtime, social media is buzzing with speculation, and sports journalists are working around the clock to get the latest scoop. Fans are glued to their screens, eagerly awaiting news that could change the landscape of the league. It's a whirlwind of activity, and it's easy to get caught up in the frenzy. One name keeps popping up: Jimmy Butler. Butler is a star. He's a player who can change the course of a game with his scoring, his defense, and his leadership. He's the kind of player who can take a team from good to great. But with great talent comes great scrutiny, and Butler is no stranger to the spotlight. He can score, defend, and lead a team. His versatility makes him a valuable asset, and his competitive spirit is unmatched. He's the kind of player who leaves it all on the court, every single game. But with that intensity comes a certain level of risk. He's known for his fiery personality, and that can be both a blessing and a curse. Many teams would love to have him. He's the missing piece for several franchises looking to make a deep playoff run. But acquiring a player of Butler's caliber is no easy feat. It requires careful planning, negotiation, and a willingness to take a gamble. The rewards can be immense, but the risks are equally significant. But he also has a history. Butler has had his share of controversies, from clashes with teammates to disagreements with coaches. His passion for the game is undeniable, but it can sometimes lead to friction. Teams interested in Butler have to weigh the potential benefits against the possible downsides. It's a delicate balance, and not every team is willing to take that risk. This makes him a risky acquisition. Teams have to consider not just his on-court performance, but also how he'll fit into the locker room. Chemistry is crucial in basketball, and one disruptive element can throw everything off. It's a gamble, and only time will tell if it's one worth taking. The Warriors are one team that's been linked to Butler. They need a spark. After a few seasons of falling short, they're looking for that one player who can reignite their championship aspirations. Butler could be that player, but it's a high-stakes move. The Warriors have a lot to consider, from the financial implications to the impact on team dynamics. They haven't been the same since Durant left. The departure of a superstar always leaves a void, and the Warriors have been struggling to fill it. Butler could be the answer, but it's not a decision to be made lightly. The team has to weigh the potential for immediate success against the long-term consequences. Could Butler be the answer? Some think so. His talent is undeniable, and his drive to win is exactly what the Warriors need. But it's a complex equation, and there are no guarantees. The trade deadline is a time of uncertainty, and anything can happen. But Warriors insiders are hitting the panic button. The pressure is mounting, and the clock is ticking. Every decision is magnified, and the stakes couldn't be higher. As the trade deadline approaches, all eyes are on the Warriors and Jimmy Butler. Will they make the move? Only time will tell. Warriors insiders are usually tight-lipped. They don't leak information. But something about this Butler trade has them rattled. They're speaking out, and they're not happy. The details are still murky, but the overall sentiment is clear. This trade is a bad idea. Insiders are worried about Butler's fit with the team. They're concerned about his impact on the locker room. This is a big deal. When insiders speak, people listen. They're the ones with the inside scoop. They see what's happening behind closed doors, and what they're seeing isn't pretty. Jimmy Butler is a polarizing figure. Known for his fierce competitiveness and relentless work ethic, he has carved out a reputation as one of the NBA's most formidable players. Yet his journey has been anything but smooth. On the court, he's a beast. His ability to drive to the basket with sheer power and finesse makes him a nightmare for defenders. Whether it's a powerful dunk or a smooth layup, Butler knows how to get the job done. He can score at will. His shooting range is impressive, and his defensive prowess is second to none. Butler's lockdown defense can suffocate even the best offensive players in the league. He's a leader who commands respect on the court. He makes his teammates better, or so it seems. His assists and celebrations with teammates showcase his ability to elevate those around him. But there's more to the story than what meets the eye. Off the court, it's a different story. Butler has a reputation. His fiery personality often leads to confrontations. He's been seen arguing with referees and walking off the court in frustration, leaving fans and analysts questioning his temperament. He's known for being demanding. He clashes with coaches. His intense discussions and disagreements with coaching staff have been well documented. Butler's high standards and refusal to accept mediocrity can be both a blessing and a curse. He rubs teammates the wrong way. Some call him intense. His shouting matches and tense moments with teammates paint a picture of a man who demands excellence at all costs. While some appreciate his drive, others find it overwhelming. Others call him a problem. His heated exchanges and visible frustration have led to a divided opinion. Is he a passionate leader or a disruptive force? The answer isn't always clear. The Warriors are a team that thrives on harmony. They have a system. They value chemistry. Their success is built on a foundation of teamwork and mutual respect, a stark contrast to Butler's often tumultuous presence. Butler is a wrench in that machine. His intense demeanor and confrontational style could disrupt the delicate balance the Warriors have cultivated. Integrating him into their system poses a significant challenge. Can he adapt to their way of doing things? The question looms large. Butler's ability to practice alone and reflect on his actions shows potential for growth. But will it be enough to align with the Warriors' philosophy? Or will he blow it all up? The stakes are high. Butler's next move could either solidify his legacy as a transformative player or further entrench his reputation as a volatile presence. Only time will tell. Let's be clear, Jimmy Butler is an amazing basketball player. He's a 5-time All-Star for a reason. He can take over a game on both ends of the court. His defense is suffocating. His offense is explosive. Butler is also a natural leader. He's vocal. He's passionate. He demands excellence from himself and his teammates. This can be a good thing. It can also be a recipe for disaster. The Warriors need a leader. Curry is quiet. Clay is Clay. Draymond is more of an enforcer. Butler could fill that void, but at what cost? Section 5, the Butler time bomb, chemistry concerns. Here's the problem with Jimmy Butler. He's a ticking time bomb. He's exploded on multiple teams. Minnesota, Philadelphia, Miami. The pattern is clear. Butler is like a virus. He infects the locker room. He creates drama. He divides players. He undermines coaches. It always ends badly. The Warriors have a delicate ecosystem. They're built on trust. They're built on camaraderie. They're built on a shared sense of purpose. Butler threatens all of that. Section 6, Warriors strategy, a questionable fit. The Warriors have a style of play. It's fast, it's fluid, it's unselfish, it's beautiful to watch, it's also effective. They've won championships with it. Butler is not a system player. He's a ball-dominant scorer. He needs the ball in his hands. He likes to isolate. He's not known for his passing. How does that fit with the Warriors' offense? Some argue that Butler can adapt. They say he's more versatile than people think. They point to his improved playmaking in recent years, but is it enough? Section 7, chemistry concerns. Can Butler coexist? The Warriors have something special. They have built a culture that is the envy of the league. It's not just about the talent on the court, but the camaraderie off it. The way they interact, the way they support each other, it's a model for team chemistry. They have a group of guys who genuinely like each other. They enjoy playing together. This is evident in their body language, their smiles, and their laughter. It's a brotherhood that transcends the game itself. They celebrate each other's successes. When one player makes a great play, the entire team rejoices. This kind of mutual support is rare and invaluable. It creates an environment where everyone feels valued and motivated to give their best. This is rare in the NBA. In a league where egos often clash and personal stats can overshadow team goals, the Warriors' unity stands out. It's a testament to their leadership and the culture they've cultivated over the years. Butler is not known for being a team player. His intensity and drive are undeniable, but they often come with a cost. He's a player who demands excellence not just from himself, but from everyone around him. He's notoriously difficult to get along with. His confrontational style has led to numerous clashes with teammates and coaches alike. While some see this as a sign of his passion, others view it as a disruptive force. He's clashed with superstars before. From his time in Chicago to his stints in Minnesota and Philadelphia, Butler's tenure with teams has often been marked by tension and conflict. His high standards and blunt communication style have rubbed many the wrong way. Can he coexist with Curry, Clay, and Draymond? Some say yes. They argue that the Warriors' strong culture and leadership can integrate Butler's fiery personality. They believe that his desire to win aligns perfectly with the Warriors' championship aspirations. They say Butler just wants to win. His supporters argue that his confrontational nature is simply a byproduct of his relentless pursuit of victory. They believe that in the right environment, Butler can channel his intensity into positive outcomes. They say he'll do whatever it takes. But others are skeptical. They point to his past and question whether he can truly adapt to a team-first mentality. They worry that his presence could disrupt the delicate balance the Warriors have achieved. They've seen this movie before. They've witnessed talented teams fall apart due to internal strife. They fear that adding Butler to the mix could be a gamble that backfires. They know how it ends. The story of a team with great potential, undone by discord. The question remains, can Butler coexist with the Warriors, or will history repeat itself? Section 8. Playoff picture, hope or despair. The Warriors are in a tough spot. They're not the dominant force they once were. They need a shakeup. But is Butler the answer? On paper it looks good. Butler is a star. He can elevate a team, he can lead them on a deep playoff run, but there's a catch. Butler comes with baggage, he comes with risk, he comes with the potential to implode the entire team. Is it worth the gamble? Section 9. The final verdict, a risky gamble. The Warriors are at a crossroads. They can play it safe. They can maintain the status quo, or they can roll the dice on Jimmy Butler. It's a risky move. Butler is a wild card. He could be the missing piece, or he could be the final nail in the coffin. Only time will tell. One thing is certain, Warriors insiders are worried. And when they worry, everyone should pay attention.